Welcome to T's Voices, telling the stories of the people in our NHS community.
Right, welcome back to the podcast. I am really pleased to have with us Tuesday and Charlotte from the Parkinson's team with us today. Do you want to introduce yourselves and just tell us a little bit about your roles?
I'm Tuesday Miller. I'm a Parkinson's occupational therapist with the Parkinson's therapy team working for PROACT, which is the Parkinson's Outreach Advanced Community Therapy team. I've been an occupational therapist for, 20 odd years now. I'm just special interest in Parkinson's developed in my time in community therapies. So I was thrilled to get this secondment and have the opportunity to work in the team.
Hi, and I'm Charlotte Smith. I'm a Parkinson's physiotherapist with the Parkinson therapy team, and I work with the PROACT service as well. I've been working as a physio for about 8 years now with South Tees. My background is I did my hall rotations as a band 5 within the hospital. And then I specialised and went into sort of community rotational role, and then went static in the Redcar community therapies. And from there, like I said, I had a specialist interest in Parkinson's, much like Tuesday, and then applied for the Parkinson's therapy secondment that we're currently in. So that's where
it's officially our 1 year birthday today.
Yeah.
That's great. What a great day to do the podcast on.
So it's a great day to do the podcast. We started in post in November 2024, and that was very we started with an induction and the launch of the service and everything that was involved in that, which was really exciting. And then we had kind of a soft launch with starting our caseloads. And then our official launch was the 5th of March last year. So, yeah, we're just over halfway. It's been a packed year, hasn't it? But, a very good one.
So just over halfway makes me think that there's, is this a pilot that you're currently running? Yeah. How did that get started?
So, yes, it is a 2-year pilot. It's funded by Parkinson's UK. So it's been really exciting to work in partnership with Parkinson's UK through this. So it came about because the sort of history of the Parkinson's therapy team is 2 therapists called Claire Ward and Deborah Gallant. Deborah is an OT, specialist OT in Parkinson's, and Deborah is a specialist physiotherapist, and they operate from the Parkinson's Advanced Symptoms Unit, which is a multidisciplinary approach clinic that happens at Redcar Primary Hospital. It's just celebrated its 10th anniversary, and that's really sort of a pioneering service of providing a multidisciplinary approach for patients with Parkinson and sort of at the complex stages of their condition.
I think the trouble is obviously in terms of capacity with the amount of Parkinson's patients within the sort of area of Middlesbrough, Redcar and Cleveland and the wider areas. It was just that Claire and Deborah weren't able to access everybody and sort of get in within that early stage of the condition, which is why they applied for the funding. Well, for the funding from Parkinson's UK for the pump prime post, which is where myself as a full-time physio and Tuesday as a full-time occupational therapist have come from. So they applied for that funding. They got that. So that was for 2 years. And so when we're saying we're just over halfway, I think we're about 15 months in now. So that's essentially where we came about. And we're a Parkinson's specialist community service, so we see patients in their own home with Parkinson's from diagnosis right through to sort of the more complex stages. And they tend to go to the clinic where they see Claire and Deborah when the symptoms have got a bit more complex and they're needing that like MDT management. But at the clinic, they've got consultants, nurses, pharmacists, and there's a therapy assistant there, and they all work together to sort of help to look at the assessment holistically and provide them with the support they need. And then we came about from there.
And so, we're kind of a complementary therapy service as a branch off from that. And that's the difference, that we can see people in their own homes. We see patients with Parkinson's from sort of diagnosis right through to the more complex and later stages of the condition. So it's very varied. Yeah, and we get to see them at home, which makes a huge difference.
I was just about to say that I'm imagining that if I've just been diagnosed with Parkinson, that initial diagnosis brings with it a lot of, initially you're not going to be massively symptomatic, but I imagine the mental kind of overload of being given a diagnosis like that must be huge, and having somebody like yourselves coming in. So what type of things do you do when you go into the home to help when people are getting initially diagnosed and things?
Yeah, sometimes we're the first kind of people through the door really after they've had had that initial kind of diagnosis, they've been to clinic and they've seen the neurologist or a member of the team, and they've had the diagnosis. And so yes, with that comes often sort of a lot of questions, because they've kind of in that moment they might not necessarily have had the capacity to think of the questions that they want to ask, what it means, what it looks like. So yeah, I think that's a huge part of our initial assessment when we go out to see somebody who's newly diagnosed. It's supporting them with those questions, but also so sort of like you say, they're sort of from a sort of functional point of view and an independence point of view, they're still managing really, really well, but it's just providing some education and advice and some sort of those preliminary kind of things that they can start to think about at that stage of their condition.
Yeah, and I think the thing is with Parkinson's, there's a lot of common misconceptions about how it presents, and we get patients that are very young and patients that don't present with the more common symptoms such as like a tremor or a flexed posture, that shuffling gait. Yes, many of them do experience that, but there's also a lot of symptoms that are sort of generic, also people from the general population or generic therapists might not be aware of. That's something that we explore on a great detail, and I certainly wouldn't have looked into it as in much depth in my previous job because of the knowledge that we've been allowed to sort of develop through the experiences and the shadowing and everything that we've had. It's just a slightly different, more specific, more Parkinson-centred assessment. And like you say, patients are very different, so not all of them, get diagnosed in the same way. So it's just supporting them through that as well.
Do you find that, I'm assuming that a lot of people's ideas of what Parkinson's is comes from us watching TV programmes, and they always kind of do it the worst case scenarios, don't they, and things like that. Do you find that you being able to go in and maybe bust some of their myth and things like that alleviate the stress? And I'm assuming, and not being a Parkinson's expert at all, I'm assuming that stress would probably exacerbate problems, and you being able to bust their myth. Is that?
I think so. I think because we're a very sort of client-centered and holistic team, and we assess all aspects of the person. There's sometimes patients quite surprised when we start talking about what other symptoms they're experiencing, that they're actually related to their Parkinson's disease. Things like sort of not being able to sleep well and being anxious, and sort of the sort of changes to their communication. It's kind of explaining that that's all part of their Parkinson's, and these are the things that we can do to support you with that, or the things that you can do yourself to support. Because I think we're very sort of proactive, pardon the pun, but it's all about empowering our patients to self-manage their condition and live well with their condition and get the best out of best quality of life that they can, despite having this kind of this disease diagnosed.
Yeah, and I think obviously with it being a progressive condition, obviously, they have to come to terms with that things are going to change. But that another thing that we offer that's slightly different from some other services, in that we're a self-referral service, so that if patients feel like something changes, they can phone us directly, so they don't need to go via other routes in terms of like going through a GP. Like some other services, you need a referral from another health professional to get into that service. So our patients get that number and they would just ring us and say something's changed, or that particular equipment that you mentioned, or that I'm having more falls, anything that they have an issue with, they can contact us, and they do contact us quite a lot, don't they? Yeah. So that's really nice for them.
And they know us, that if they've seen us from diagnosis, they know who we are, they know where we are. It's important that they get that support when they need it, from the service that they need it from, in the right place that they need it to happen. So I feel that that's what we're able to achieve, and that gives us great job satisfaction, really, to be able to provide that for our patients.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
So important, isn't it, for our patients? And I think that with Parkinson's as well, I think people are really unaware of Parkinson's and the symptoms and the diagnosis and things like that. And I think having AHPs in the centre of that, physios, OTs, being adaptable, learning all the time and being able to really adapt to those patients' needs, when the scope it'll be massive over the symptoms, won't it? And it's just really inspiring to hear that we have physios and OTs very much at the core of it, and who've led it, who looked out for the funding, have grown this service from a little idea to this, probably one of the only ones in the country. I know the services up here are extremely good. So what's the next plan?
It's for us to continue, really. Obviously, we're a 2-year pilot, so with the outcomes that we've had just prove that this service is needed, and it's not only just needed for the Redcar Middlesbrough and Redcar Cleveland and Middlesbrough patients, patients, which is the service that the area that we cover, but it's needed wider, and those specialist services are needed. Our pilot has proved that. So it's to continue and expand, really, keep enhancing our knowledge, our skills, and sharing those with other people who haven't got access to specialist services, upskilling our therapy colleagues in other teams, and spreading and sharing those skills so that our Parkinson's patients get the best service that they deserve and need, really.
Yeah, I think that's something to note, because there's literally just, obviously at the minute there's just myself and Tuesday, but there's still quite a lot of patients. So a way that we can sort of reach that is by doing training. So we did do like the Parkinson's masterclass training for, I think it was over 60 therapists. And then we've also do a lot of joint visits with other services. So, if they need a bit of support and they've got a patient that they feel that they need that specialist input from, we can do a joint visit. So it might not need that we pick them up, but at least that we can sort of help to support them with it. So we're kind of spreading that knowledge across people as well, which helps.
We had a celebration for the 10 years of PASU last year, and I remember saying that sort of celebration was like that. Can't wait to celebrate 10 years of PROACT, and that's where we just want to keep going and grow bigger and stronger, and just do the best for our patients that we can.
I think finishing on that vision of this in 10 years' time is a really good note for us to be finishing on. Ladies, it's been absolutely fascinating. I could sit here all morning and chat with you about what you're doing. I've got so many more questions. I'm sure at some point we'll invite you back, maybe when the 2-year pilot's up, to see what your next steps actually were.
Watch this space.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Look after yourselves
and each other.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us. Till next time, you've been listening to T's Voices.